Guys, welcome in. We're live. I made it. We made it. We're a tiny bit late. Things happened over here on the Crash Ranch. It got a little western for us just before we went live. Made us a little late. We had some horse issues, but everybody's okay. You didn't expect to hear that, did you guys? Horse issues. It happens, but we're all right. We're all right. We're making it. We're doing it. So we're live on this beautiful Thursday, April 10th or something like that.
Yeah,
April 10th. We're doing it. All right. I didn't have to look down at my Windows tray to see what the date was. You did. I didn't. But anyways, welcome in, guys. It's gonna be an awesome show today. Not a ton of stuff to talk about. Might end up being a tiny bit shorter, but I often do say that, and it ends up going the full time. So you never know.
That's
you
usual.
never know. But yeah, I'm Crash. I'm joined by my wonderful co-host Buff and Blue. What's up, guys?
Howdy, howdy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the best show in the FPS gaming podcast space.
That's correct.
Right. This is one of the podcasts of all time.
Of all podcasts.
Ever. In the history of them. This is one of them. So, yeah, man. It's been a while. I'm kind of decompressing a little bit. Been playing the heck out of the season 2 of Arena Breakout. Like,
did you start it last night? I'm downloading it now.
Yeah. Started it last night. Ran some.
Because you can stream it now, right? So you were probably streaming it last night, huh?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, streaming it in 4K, beautiful 4K.
Let's go. How'd you like it? Were you running some Northridge or?
Yeah, just exclusively Northridge. I don't think you can run about anything else. It's pretty much just have people in Northridge.
I think they were doing like different map cycles or whatever. But yeah, how do you like Northridge? I just usually book it right to the motel. I just want to get.
Everybody does. Turns out. So we started doing that, and then we got deleted a couple times because everybody's got play money and it's throwaway account, so everybody's got tier 6 M995.
Right.
I was really annoyed because a lot of people were just running H416s, like HKs. It's like, dude,
instead of the new guns, right?
It's like use some of the new guns, man, because the AK-12 is lit, dude. It's sweet in the game. It laser beams.
It does. It's really good. That and like the MCX, you guys know is it's tough because those are both like some of my favorite weapons. But yeah, I love them, and they have new optics and stuff like that too, which is really fun. But the same thing with the last playtest. People were running the meta HK. I was like, what are you guys doing, man? There's new guns in the game.
Yeah, it's really
wrong with a good HK416. It's such a good looking weapon though.
It is.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're supposed to be doing new stuff, it's like
right.
Yeah, that's true.
And it is to get feedback like on the new features and stuff like that. And as being a play test, it's like, come on, man. We know those guns work. Try some of the others. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. I'm assuming I'm still downloading it. I'm assuming it's the same as the last one where they have different timing for the team deathmatch and team elimination and stuff. So you probably won't be able to play that till if you stream at your normal time on Saturday in the afternoon, those should be available though for a little bit.
Yeah. I didn't get to play the elimination yet. I've watched some people play it and I want to. I should have hopped into it today, but
it's fun. Yeah, I think especially when you have both of them are really fun, especially if you're playing with some buddies. I mean, I was just playing with randoms and it was still really, really fun. Both of them. I think they did a unique take on it, which I think, makes it different from the other games. And it's not just like a rinse and repeat team deathmatch type mode, which is nice.
Yep, I really think I like to play it. I watched a little bit of it, and then I might have found a new home in solo mode. Solo ops in Northridge. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I played that exclusively like all evening. Well, most of last evening. I ran a few with Justin and Dreamsign. And then I ran that all morning for probably 4 hours. I think I only died twice in solo. And one of them was after killing 3 others in the motel.
Mm-hmm. I think if you get inside, you have a better chance. when I was able to get in, I was good, but I ran into a couple situations where you had like a guy sitting up outside on the hill with like a sniper,
Yeah.
just waiting.
Yeah. The map is insane. That map is
It's massive.
crazy. And that hotel, like I have so much to learn, man. Like holy, like so much to learn. It's gonna take forever, I feel like, to learn that thing. But yeah, as far as we'll definitely get into that. I want to dive a little bit deeper into season 2 and how it plays and stuff like that, because it's a big update for one of our favorite games here on the program. We had new stuff from Marathon, so the reveal for that is going to be Saturday, I feel like. I think they said so.
Saturday. Yep.
So tons of stuff to talk about there. And then some odds and ends. We want to catch up on Road to Vostok. It's been a bit since we talked about that. As well as Grayzone Warfare dropped some new stuff about what's coming weapon and equipment wise in the new Winds of War update. So lots of stuff to get into, but I've just been pretty much playing ABI, man. Little American Truck Sim, Missouri DLC drop, big deal. Everybody's talking about it. Game of the year. But other than that, we got some fake news on Titanfall. Everybody got excited for a second for Titanfall 3. It even got Blue. Blue was like, dude, Titanfall
We're
3
back.
Titanfall is so back. And to be fair, I kind of believed it because that Laura Miele lady said that we understand.
It's more of just like the amount. Like usually, it's like we hear it once or twice, and then it goes away real fast. And it was. It also happened around like just a little bit after April Fools.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, whatever. And then they kept talking about it. It's like, oh, maybe this is something. And then it got shut down.
Then Jeff Grubb
crushed my dreams.
That's what I'm here for. Then Jeff Grubb came and said that it's not Titanfall 3.
It's been like this for years though. And it makes sense. If it was supposed to release anytime soon, I'm sure we'd start seeing playtest or teaser trailers or something about it. So
yep, hard to tell. But what have you guys been up to? Blue, you been good?
Well, actually, today specifically for Incursion Red River, it was the 1 year anniversary of its Steam release. So we posted a little like it was supposed to be one of those like numerical what's the word, like it's a code that once you find it, you get access to a key and so on and so forth. And we thought, me and one of the other guys on the team, we were sitting there last night and the night before trying to, like, all right, what are we gonna do? We put this together and like, all right, this should stump people. It should take a little bit for people to find out what the code is. They found it in less than 7 minutes. And yeah, so it happened real quick. They're supposed to be there, and we even like helped them out a little bit. There's supposed to be 15 digits or 15 numerical, like alphabetical stuff as well too, including numbers. And we put 2 of them, and then like you guys got to answer the rest. And yeah, they figured it out in less than 7 minutes. So
that's always impressed me. I've watched some of the Battlefield Easter egg community and stuff, and how people decipher and find stuff is crazy.
Yeah, I forgot exactly what the type of code it was, but and then during I hosted like a little Q&A stream on the Discord, and I would ask, thinking I would ask them a question that would stump them, and then in reality they got it in like a millisecond. They answered the question. I was like, damn. So I get it though, because there's people that apparently have like over 1,000 hours in our game, which is insane to think about. There's not even 1,000 hours worth of content, I'll be honest. So the fact that they're consistently playing it right now is actually pretty cool to see. And yeah, I just sat there and I talked about stuff coming up in the update. Around June, July time frame is when it comes out. And then other than that, I finally got some Halo mods on the Reforger server.
Is that legal?
So we were just sure, yeah. Yeah, it's not Halo technically, it's called Uppercut, so
yeah. Splitgate, same thing.
Exactly. Yeah, Splitgate, exactly. So I was doing that for a bit. It's cool, just like I know it's crazy that the Halo music is always like not copyrighted in videos, like you won't get any issues
Oh wow,
rocking
I
Halo
didn't, I
music,
didn't,
which
I
is
didn't
really
know
cool.
that. That is cool.
Yeah, yeah. So I've used Halo music a few times, and it's been cool. But yeah, and then we just kind of got like, you know what? We ended up like launching Halo 3 ODST on the Master Chief Collection, and like two including me, so three of us just started playing some Halo 3 ODST, just kind of going back to the good old days a little bit. So it was fun. It was fun. I had a good time. I definitely want to get back into it. I'm like going back and just playing some older games, really. So, and then I did some play testing for a game that I'm under NDA for, so can't talk about that one in particular. But other than that, it's not marathon. I'll let you know that right now off the bat. It's not marathon. So.
Woo, let me
Talking up to
know.
EA and Battlefield, huh? We know how it is.
Oh man, I wish.
This
Oh
guy's a
man,
Battlefield Labs guy, isn't he? He's a little.
I am just dying to get my hands on some Battlefield, man. I saw a little bit of the leaked Gibraltar gameplay,
Yeah,
a
that
little
looks
bit.
sick. That looked really nice.
Yeah, that was cool. So I was like, all right, I can't wait to see like leaked New York footage or something like that, or leaked California footage. That's what I'm waiting for, you know. But it's cool that hey, we were right about that concept art. It was Gibraltar, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is
Nailed
cool.
it.
Mm-hmm.
We're the best. Buff, how about you? What have you been up to, man?
Just playing Warzone, getting back into doing some videos a couple days a week, trying to get back on the content train. So been doing that. I suck at Warzone. I'm trying to I'm so rusty because I haven't played like COD or on a controller in like 8 to 9 months. So I'm decent, but I gotta, I still got some rust to shake off. So I'm really enjoying Warzone right now. That's really kind of where my focus is, and just getting on a regular content and maybe a live stream schedule again. Outside of that, I am 44 hours into a 48-hour fast. So doing that.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I feel fine. I feel great, man.
The way you said that, yeah.
I'm in ketosis. I'm not hungry. I have good energy and focus. So it's pretty cool. My buddy, I've fasted before. I've done like 18 to 24-hour fasts. But my buddy did a 48-hour, and he was just like saying how awesome he felt after. So I was like, you know what? I'll give it a try. And I did cardio yesterday because it was my off day from lifting. So I started Tuesday night. Cardio was yesterday because I was off day from lifting, and today I did. I was in the office and I did back and biceps, a little bit of cardio after work, and here I am. So yeah, still chugging along, feeling good. Problem is, my fast will end at like 11 or midnight. So for 48 hours, I don't want to eat that late and go to bed. So I'll probably end up waiting till the morning, and it'll be like a 54-hour fast, something like that. So we'll see. So I'll report in on how it went, but next week. But yeah, I think if I like it, maybe I'll do it like once a month or something like that. It's really good, really healthy for you. So doing that. Went to some awesome concerts last night, which was really, really cool. Childhood band that I used to listen to. If anyone's heard of Cold, COLD, they've been around since like the early 90s ish. I want to say they didn't really make it big till late 90s, early 2000s. So went to see them, and they had some really good bands playing with them. So it was a good time. So just working, playing games, and living life, and not eating.
Oh yeah, dude.
Not
Not
eating.
eating.
Nice. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I've heard like fast and stuff like your body has time to heal and like stuff like that, and like
Yeah,
different
yep.
mental things too.
It's really good for you. It gets rid of junk cells and stuff like that, and helps with your energy, focus, metabolism, all that. So and you're in ketosis, so you're gonna burn through water, a lot of calories, and burn through fat, obviously, too. So
I know a thing or two about ketosis.
you do. So yeah, I'm curious because I lost from yesterday morning when I woke up weighed myself to today, I lost like 7 pounds. A lot of that's obviously water, and then you add in definitely some fat burning too. So I'm curious to see what I'm at tomorrow morning when I wake up before I finally have a meal.
It's crazy how fast the water comes off when you don't eat
Yeah, I
carbs
mean,
and stuff.
yeah, especially because the glycogen, water's binded to the glycogen. So as your body starts, using up that fuel, you're gonna start expelling a lot of that water.
Yeah. You didn't know you were going to tune into an FPS podcast and get a little nutritional update, did you?
That's right.
Look at
Yep,
that.
we're turning into the science show. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go.
Physical science.
I'm not involved. I'm not a scientist. Wait, I do science for work.
You actually
Dang
are.
it. I've had enough science for a while. Yeah, man. That's good. Other than that, video game time.
Yeah, but what about the Minecraft movie, guys?
I went to. I know. I'm team Snow White, bro. Best movie of the year.
Team Snow White. I didn't even know there was a team for that movie. To be honest,
all like 200 people, I think.
all negative 147 million dollars.
You can't spell snow without no. I guess.
No.
I don't know. I'm not watching it.
I will say, movie wise, that Warfare movie from A24 comes
I'm
out.
watching it tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna check it out this weekend too on like an IMAX surround sound, because I saw.
What is it called?
100%
Warfare. It's from A24. Director's Alec Garland, who did
Alex Garland.
Alex Garland, yeah, thank you. Who did?
Yeah.
Same guy in studio who did Civil War, which I saw that in theaters. And if you
And
guys
those combat scenes were cool. So
dude,
like,
especially in theaters, the gunshots and all the combat was so loud and immersive. Like they did a great job with it. That was, I think, when you're looking at firefight scenes in movies, very few movies measure up to what Civil War did for some of those scenes. So I'm really, really excited to see what it's like, surround sound IMAX for
it's
Warfare.
a true story of like a Navy SEAL team of like the Marine detachment, and it goes through like the eyes of Ray Mendoza, who was the SEAL RTO, I believe.
Okay.
And he was on set, like making sure everything from his memory was like, by the book.
On.
Like they didn't go and try to like movie, or like dumb it
studio
down
interference crap like
exactly.
that. Yeah,
like they're gonna
that's
talk
good.
like they would be talking on an op, and now their job is to get out the city. So
that's good. And the reviews look amazing so far. So I think it sounds like they nailed it. Do you know, Blue? Is
just
that
just from a military perspective too? They had all the actors go through like a I don't know if it was like a 3-week boot camp or something like that, where they like
that's good.
They had to stay with each other 24/7, to like build that brotherhood. They were trying to recreate it of some sort.
Yeah.
So,
is it take place? Is it supposed to be Fallujah or?
Yeah, it's I don't know what city. I know it's Iraq, like early mid 2000s, early to mid 2000s.
Okay. Yeah, because I purposely saw like 1 or 2 trailers months ago when it was first announced, and I purposely haven't looked into it at all or watched any trailers. I just want to go in and be blindsided. I think that's what
I don't know too much more about like what happens in the end. I just know like it was a Navy SEAL platoon. Oh, it's Ramadi. That was it. So.
Ramadi. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Ramadi.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah. Warfare movie, Bush. Yeah. So I think Blue and I are gonna check it out this weekend.
Something that the Black Hawk Down Delta Force thing just couldn't. Like I needed that. And then it got mostly negative reviews. So. Oh man. All right, returning to now we went from a physical science podcast to now
movie reviews
and movie reviews.
Now games.
And
now
if you're
games. Now we move
full
on to
circle. Full circle.
If you're tired of that stuff, if you guys only want to hear about video game stuff, please send your feedback to Scope Podcast Feedback at gmail.com.
Now let's talk about Trump's tariffs.
Oh yeah, great political podcast. That'd be great. That would be great.
Geez.
All right. Before we all get banned and have most of our audience leave, let's talk about video games, I guess. One of the biggest things going with shooters has to be Marathon, man. Like we've been talking about it for a while. We kind of leaked I don't know. We talked about some of the leaks that the reveal was coming soon.
No, we
Jeff,
leaked it. It was our podcast.
we were the people that basically, said everything, and you're welcome.
Facts.
No, Jeff Grubb nailed this one again. He said that they were going to talk about it in April. That's happening. And then Saturday is a big day for Marathon. It's going to be like they're going to have like a reveal thing where presumably they're going to show gameplay. It's going to be a gameplay reveal, 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time on April 12th, this Saturday. So that's going to be pretty crazy to see.
Be busy celebrating my son's 7th birthday that day. So
7, huh?
7
That's
years.
That goes fast, huh?
But I'm like, hey guys, 1 second. I got the Marathon live stream to watch. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's things you don't.
Happy birthday! Shut up! I'm trying to watch the live stream.
They're about to show the gameplay. Be quiet.
Eat your cake and be quiet, buddy.
Just alone.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, the reason it's a big deal is because it's one of Bungie's. It's their first original IPs in a long time, outside of since Destiny.
Yeah.
Destiny's been going a long time. So they did like a teaser reveal trailer. I've been looking at the to try to brush up on some of the knowledge with what's going on. The Marathon Bulletin Twitter account has had a lot of information on what it's going to be like, and they said that one of the designers said this is not actually in-engine footage; it's just cinematics that they made to show what the world is like with this teaser trailer that I'm showing now. Sorry, audio listeners. But I am so interested in the release of this game. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it or not. I know they said for a while it was going to be a hero shooter. Now people that are familiar with the project are saying they kind of backed off that into a class-based shooter. You kind of have a class of character that you play. The overall lore is interesting. I never played the original ones. That was from like 30 or 40 years ago. The IP is really, really old. I don't remember what the old Marathon games were like, or what the universe was like. But
that wasn't around.
I didn't even know it was an IP.
That was a PC game only, right? I believe.
It might have been on Mac.
I have to double check. Yeah,
I was
classic
gonna say,
Mac
no
OS.
Oh man,
1994. This thing released. Yeah, my
it was on Mac.
My parents didn't have a Mac. The hell.
My mom always got Macs. I said this a few weeks ago on the show. Like we had Macs, and I think I had a Marathon. My mom got Macworld magazine, and it had a demo disc in it for Marathon. So
Dude, imagine if you had that now.
I played it, but I don't know. I wonder if she does. I don't know. They hoard everything. They might as well have it.
Maybe your mom was a gamer back then. You just didn't know.
No, I don't think so.
On her off time, she'd go log in, play some Marathon.
That would be pretty funny, especially if you knew my mom, because she is not that type of person. That would be. You would find your statement even funnier than you do.
Dang it! Now I gotta be your mom.
But yeah, I played it, but I don't. I played it, but I don't remember. I would have been 7.
Was it even a first-person game?
And I can't even.
Looking at images right now. Yeah, it was. Oh, it's free on Steam. Let's go download it right now and make that. Hold on.
Play it.
You mean to run it?
Let's run it right now. And then make your classic Marathon is free on Steam right now, and then just make that like your Twitch stream, like playing Marathon right now, and it's just
Marathon early.
Marathon early.
I'm playing Marathon early. Yeah, sweet. I'm super interested to see how this game works, because I have it in my head, and this may be my own biases. Like, I obviously prefer like the grounded military style of game. I think all three of us kind of lean that way.
Yeah.
But because there's also like a bunch of games that have kind of somewhat tailed off that have a futuristic setting, like Cycle Frontier,
That's
Splitgate had
true.
to stop and do a number 2. Shatterline, Halo's not doing well. I feel like just like a lot of these futuristic shooters aren't doing the same. Well, that Spectre game that Shroud was helping, they shut down.
I mean, look at 2042. Like,
It's like it just doesn't feel like the futuristic games really hit, man. And
off the
this,
grid, yeah.
this one, yeah, off the grid too, kind of chilled out quite a bit. But this one is going to be interesting for me to see how it plays out because it is so unique, man. The art style is crazy. And
Yeah.
I respect it. It might not be my cup of tea, but I respect it because it's so unique. Like how things look and like how I understand it is everybody's like kind of like your soul or your person goes into different skins that are called runners. And like
I don't
these
know. I'm
like
literally downloading Marathon right now just so I can try to get some lore behind it.
these
I'm trying to
nice.
figure this game out.
Nice. These yeah, so if Blue goes quiet, that's just because he's gaming over there on
I'm gaming.
Marathon.
Just hold on, guys. 1 second.
Guys, everyone tweeted out Blue is playing Marathon early.
Oh no.
Dang it.
Dislikes.
Jeez. Crazy. But
Get
anyway,
downvote.
I digress. I'm gonna be interested to see if this is unique enough and has enough stuff going on that it does succeed. You have to think with Bungie behind it, it probably potentially should do pretty good. But
Yeah, I mean, they brought a lot of creators to like their studio as well too, and
yeah,
it was
there's
cool.
people.
It was cool seeing like pictures of the people that were in there, and it was like old school like Halo props in the office and stuff like that. I was like, that's cool to see.
Yep, it's neat. Then I think I saw on that Twitter page that Dr. Lupo said that it was like in a good spot and really fun. He said he's known about the project since 2018 and has been play testing it for like 6 years.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he said that it's been like better each time. They said that Bungie describes the art style as graphic realism, inspired by Mirror's Edge, Aeon Flux, Ghost in the Shell. So it's like
I like all of that.
It's like a super futuristic game, but like also dystopian and realistic looking. Like
it's grounded in its own reality. I think that's the way to say it.
It's like not cartoonish, but it's like really futuristic, but still supposed to be like realistic in itself. I don't know. But yeah, lots of folks have played it. The runners are interesting. Like the skins are made by like these little silkworms that like 3D print them. So like this company makes all the runners which are essentially your bodies that you run to go in. It's kind of crazy. Some of the details that were kind of leaked out a little bit was there are dedicated servers. I mean, woohoo. Disconnect recovery. That's what you would expect. Fog of War. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, Fog of War in a first-person shooter.
What is that?
So Fog of War, I more so know it from RTS games. So it's like that gray, cloudy, just mess that you can't see until you send troops into it.
Oh,
so that's what I'm wondering. Is it gonna be like a fog around you, and then you're able to go in and then see what's there, or is it like on the map? Like I don't know how that is gonna get incorporated into a first person game when you can see everything on the ground. You can see far out there. So, depending on how big the maps are gonna be too.
I got it. So like your mini map will be blank until you actually go there.
That's what I'm expecting. Yeah.
That's cool.
So you actually got to go explore to find points of interest and landmarks and loot areas, so on and so forth. So
yeah, I feel like
it's a cool mechanic.
I feel like another game had that in a first-person shooter.
I don't know, but I'll be honest. Like you said, the Cycle Frontier as well too, and like that definitely kind of gave me that kind of vibe of just. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not that, but still, like I do kind of miss. I like the Cycle Frontier in particular.
Yeah, it had some neat stuff. I'm
trying to
hoping
think of like a game that has like a loot Fog of War system. I can't think of one though.
It says they have a dedicated security team, so I hope it's effective as Ricochet.
We can only hope, huh?
Yeah. Dedicated security team. I said that just now. I just reread it. I'm old. Leave me alone. Cross play and cross save. So I guess you can play it on other platforms and sign into your account. Cross play console with PC. Get me out of here.
Switch 2.
Aim assist, dude. Switch to OLED. So there you go. Not anything really earth shattering there. They did say this is also good. They confirmed that Marathon will not require a PlayStation Network account for players on PC and Xbox, since it is, you know,
Sony's upset about that.
Sony probably had to give him the okay, since Sony owns Bungie now. They probably had to say that was okay. Dude, that would have caused an absolute meltdown if you had to make a PlayStation account.
It would have been like another like Helldivers incident, you know?
Exactly like that. Yep. It would have been. Another couple other like tidbits for news. You guys can get there's some drops for a Destiny 2 banner. If you watch the thing, you get the Twitch drop. And then yeah, there's also a new Twitch badge, Marathon Reveal Runner, that you can get. So you can have a Twitch badge too. And then yeah, that kind of leads us to where we're at now. I know this game is going to have a crazy amount of lore. There's going to be a crazy amount of story with it. And I don't know. I hope it's good. I just don't know if I can get into a futuristic game. It's going to be pretty crazy if I can. But if you're talking about a new IP from Bungie, like you got to pay attention. Like you got to see.
Yeah.
You got to see what's going on. But yeah.
It's got to be on the radar. Yeah.
Yes, sir. But I am interested. We've had like all these games, all these futuristic games that haven't really worked out. So it's going to be really interesting to see if this one could pull it off. Yeah, gotta make sure we're on the right scene. I hate OBS now for some reason. Yeah. Anything else?
For this one? For Marathon, not really. Not really.
All right.
I know a lot of the creators that have just been getting like cool merch and stuff like that, and posters and hoodies. I think even Big Fry got some stuff too.
Yeah, Fry got some. A lot of the Tarkov guys did.
Even some like I know Rust YouTuber Wellen that I watch a lot. I mean, he does Tarkov as well too, so that makes sense. But saw him.
I can't believe they didn't send it to us.
Of the studio. They're not watching yet. They'll get their chance. They'll get their moment.
We'll see, but maybe not. Let's get into the official section of Arena Breakout Season 2, because I have quite a bit to say. I think I've been playing it. I've been playing it a fair amount. There's some weird things that I've kind of seen in here. I kind of feel like the recoil update that was supposed to come to the main build is like in this one. The recoil feels like way toned down. They made some other really, really drastic changes to the game in the movement. I don't know if this was in the closed test. I might not have played it enough, but your stamina runs out way, way faster. They mentioned making stims more important, and it is, man. On a giant map like this, and you only have 40 minutes, I found myself a couple times like having a hard time getting back to the dang, to the extract in time. You move way slower, so I don't know.
I did notice that in the previous build. I wonder if they did more this time around. Oh, did I lose you guys?
No, brain fart.
We're here.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. No, I was thinking. I left my body to think about when I played the closed beta the last time, if it was slower or not. But it's like really, man. I felt like I was running in the mud in this game the whole time compared to normal. Which is
I think that's
weird on a big map.
Kind of a good thing though. Slow down, like, so you don't have juicers just sprinting all over the place, because everyone's just takes out their shovel and runs. So I think it's a good change. I think it played well in the last build, so I'm definitely curious to see the differences here.
Yeah, I think it's gonna make stims more important. It's also gonna make when you're playing on Northridge, man, you got to pay attention where the hell you're at because it takes a long time. Like we had a couple raids where we got into some gunfights and we got into some loot and we're moving around, and then pretty soon like, hey, we got to get out of here, and it's like the extract is 1,000 meters away and we have 7 minutes.
Good luck.
So we better get moving. So you had to like sometimes like drop stuff and everything like that. That's how like crazy it was. But yeah, it was cool. This map is insane. I know like a lot of people aren't gonna have that opinion for me, but this is like the first time I'd really like put any time into it. And I was blown away with this map. It's massive and it is detailed and it is intricate, and playing solo on here is an absolute horror game, dude. It is so tense, like playing solo mode, which I have very much enjoyed, and I have been playing some of solo mode over on the Twitch stream and doing pretty well. I've only died a couple times in solo mode. I've had some 3 and 4 operator kill raids, killing solos, and yeah, it's been really fun. And I'm just like, for as stale as like season 1 got because it was around so long, I'm just excited to have new content. And this is like my style of map, to have like a lot of space to move around in, and just like, I get why like people really like TV Station and stuff like that, because you're just in it right away, you know where people are going to be and you just fight. But to me, there's also something to be said about the overall feeling of like you're going around the map and you feel like you're alone, like you kind of get lackadaisical about it, like you feel like you're alone, but in the back of your mind, you know that someone could be anywhere and they're not.
Yeah,
you're not
you like
alone.
the exploration of the extraction mode as well
just,
as the combat as well.
And yeah, and just having like that truly like emergent PvP where like it just happens at any point, at any time, in any place. And I know I need to learn the motel. There's gameplay of it. Sorry, audio listeners. There's gameplay of it on the screen. There, you could go in like almost every room, and there's like a bunch of levels, and there's like connector walkway bridges, and like it. There's so much to learn. I have so much to learn on this map. And
I would focus on playing this and only this and getting in motel as much as you can, because it is really easy to learn. There's 4 buildings, A, B, C, D, and it's pretty simple to, once you get in there and look at it and learn the routes, it's pretty straightforward.
I need to do that, and it's really interesting too. It's kind of a really cool quality of life thing. Whenever you're out and about and you hit your map button, it shows you the overall map. But then when you're inside the hotel and you hit your map button, it shows you just a map of the hotel and the rooms and the buildings and the hallways.
Oh,
and like,
wow,
it's kind of neat. I've never seen
that before. That's new.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like if I don't know if I show it in this gameplay, but yeah, like if you're inside the hotel and you hit map, it's just a blown up exploded view of the motel itself.
That's cool. I like that.
But
that's a player you just killed with that ult in there on the balcony.
Yeah,
this is solos. That's wow, nice.
Yeah, I got another one here in a second too. But yeah, it's crazy. Another guy with a tier 6 moto helmet pushed me. I was using the ace. I was using the ace 31, and it's like I killed a guy and took it. And with the way the recoil feels like way different, man. It's nuts. Like it worked. Like this gun even works, and it used to have a ton of recoil for me in the normal build. So there's a lot of new stuff. I think tonight when I want to play, I really want to focus on like the MCX and the AK-12 and use these new guns. I use the SVT.
AK-12.
It's good, dude. It feels like the TO3, like kind of underrated, low recoil, like high rate of fire. The SVT, I can't tell, man. They kind of low key balanced it.
Did they?
I was worried about it being like horrific because it's a fairly cheap semi-auto gun that people can put tier 7 ammo in, but you can't put any attachments on it. You can put a scope and you can put a suppressor. Like that's it. And I think they nerfed it from last time because the fire rate seems really slow and it's got a ton of recoil. So I mean, and it's kind of expensive too. Like if you put an L-can and a suppressor on it, at least how it sits now in this build, you are going to be out over 200 grand. So I mean, and for that kind of crappy gun, it's just like
Not
it's
really worth it.
it's not. Yeah, it's not really worth.
You
that
got a
stuff.
nice MCX off that guy. Jeez.
Yeah, and I didn't get to use it because I
Died.
get deleted by a third guy in this particular scenario. But yeah, buy an MCX. I was gonna use this guy's MCX, but he had purple ammo in it. So I was like,
I mean, it still has such a high rate of fire. It's really good, and it has very low recoil, which is fun. But yeah, you get into some crazy fights in Motel here. It's a blast.
The first night we played with a trio and went in there, man, it was wild. I didn't know, like, just trying to learn where everything is. Like, we were up on the top floor and I was holding the stairs and we were playing with Dream, and I heard footsteps, like a ton of them. I thought they were below me. I thought I had the only way up and I thought I had it covered.
They flanked you.
And Dream's like, dude, turn around. And I turned around towards him, and there were 3 guys staring at me. And I started shooting him, and then the 4th one came up the stairs that I was holding and shot me in the back. Like, just pure madness, man. So I'm just excited to have like this new content to work on and learn through and figure this map out. I'm gonna like it a lot.
Yeah, it's a real. I love fighting the Motel. I think that's a great map there on Northridge. And like I said, the 4 buildings, like I got a couple keys when I was playing, so I learned where a lot of the rooms were and just the flank routes to those, and you know, being able to hold positions in different buildings. You learn it pretty quick, especially if you're trying to look for the keyed rooms. Just pull up a map online too, and it helps. But
there's the map. There's the map. You'll see it. So when you're inside and you hit M, it shows you just like an exploded view.
That's sick. Yeah. Okay, that's really cool. I like that a lot.
And it auto switches. Like, you don't even have to like zoom in or anything or mess with it.
It's a really cool addition.
It's a really neat idea.
You know what I did notice though, Crash? Just after I finished installing, I was gonna just have the menu up on my screen here, but it put me in that pre thing, so I didn't do anything. But that pre where it makes you run through that tutorial, your teammates have like completely different clothing on. So I think there was a menu for there is a menu for, you know, your outfit and stuff like that. And I saw all your teammates in that tutorial have completely different, you know, you have jeans, flannels, things like that they're using. So that's different from the last time too. So I'm excited to get in there and see kind of what other changes there are, if there's any additional attachments too.
I'm kind of up here on my high horse about the monetization in this game, where I'm like, I'm not going to spend any money on it until they take away Cohen and stuff. Dude, if you put like jeans and a flannel and a cowboy hat,
I was like, if it's cosmetics, 100%,
yeah. And if you're not doing it how it was last time, where you need to like loot box gamble it, like I just want to buy it outright. I'm not wasting money hoping.
But I mean, like, I haven't even bought a secure container or anything like that. Because I just want to be like,
you told me you're able to just pretty much knock out everything with the 2x1. So I mean, why?
Unless the only downside is if you're playing Forbidden, or you find a 3-space red, then you can't fit it in those. But you know, it's not like you're finding those all the time unless you're running strictly Forbidden or something and going in keyed rooms.
And I mean, so I'm chilling because I only ever find 4,000 Cohen and a purple in every single safe ever.
That guy came out of nowhere and got.
Yeah, he gets me. It was just bad timing. He put some good shots on me. I can tell. I can 100% tell, guys, that it's a creator playtest.
Right. That guy knew the map for sure.
Dude, it is so sweaty out there, man. Like, it is so sweaty, dude. But it's cool. Like I said, I think I've only died twice so far in solo ops. Nice. And I've been doing really well, just moving around the map, listening, moving, playing it pretty slow. Probably people might call me.
I'm not the map. We'll have to get some games. We'll have to get some games in this weekend and just push Motel. And
I'm actually updating right now, currently. So
nice. Did you get you? Oh, you might not have gotten the new one, though.
No, but I need to really start.
You can get yourself leveled up a little bit though. Just get the basics down.
Unlock the maps and stuff.
Because there's no wipe. So if anything, if you're new to the game, just getting in and playing a couple and leveling up just a little bit here and there. That way you can get in, because at the beginning first levels, you can only play normal mode. And you unlock lockdown at a certain point. I think even I don't know if it did it in this version, Crash. Did it let you play Northridge right off the bat as a
Yeah,
map,
yeah,
or did you
yeah.
have to unlock it? Okay.
No,
'Cause
you get it gives you like a whole
okay.
bunch of XP and like 3 million. And
Okay.
then
So, but I am assuming then for newer players, you need to get to a certain rank, which I think was 15 or 14 to play Northridge.
yeah.
But who
But
knows if that's how it's going to be? We'll have to see.
but that is the nice part about it is like right now, if you get in and play this, whatever progress you make will stay when the new season drops, which is
Oh,
super.
will it? I thought it wiped.
No,
For
there's
the
no wipes in this game.
no. I'm talking for this play, the
Oh,
creator
for this
play.
play test, yeah, I'm talking
That
about for
wipes.
blue. I'm talking if
Right, for blue. Okay.
I'm talking like if
Just-
blue or
yeah.
somebody out there in the audience is like wondering if they should play or wait till season 2. I would say
Right.
if you're not leveled up, you might as well play and get some level and earn some money because you get to keep that when season 2 drops.
And especially Northridge, the AI in the motel specifically have pretty good gear, like good guns, good armor, stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
I even killed a I killed a scav like out at one of these wild POI, like it's just a random POI, and he had a MPX.
Yeah,
And
they're pretty
did they
juiced,
change the
a lot of these guys.
recoil in the playtest?
I think so.
Yeah.
It feels
The last version that I played was significantly better, and I can't speak on this one because I haven't played it yet. But
I think there's maybe even less recoil than the playtest.
really, okay.
I just killed that dude. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I've just been having like some really good fights and good times. Solo is so nice because a lot of times when I stream the game and play solo, I'll do it like during the day when like no homies are on. I'll just play solo and I can focus on talking to chat. That's really fun. But man, it's like
You got to be locked in, right?
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like you kill like you. I mean, you even kill 2 or 3, and there's like still one left, and they get you. You know, and it's like, dang it, it's so
Yeah.
nice. Even though this play is slower and stuff, and I kind of frustrated how ratty people are. It is so nice if you come across somebody you know that's it. That's who you got to deal
Right,
with. You know,
yeah.
like
I honestly was thinking for the last play test, like I was, because solos is so, it's not sweaty, but it's like you don't know where anybody is. So I was just soloing in regulars, and at least that way I knew like I could maybe avoid. I knew how to avoid. I could avoid numbers, but yeah, I mean, it's the thing. You never know. Makes it exciting.
yeah, there's still a place for soloing in quads because people move a lot more too, and you can catch them and stuff. It's really eerie moving around the map in the solo mode. It's kind of wild.
It's scary, dude.
Yeah. But
really
people still,
scary.
but if you still want to get PvP, you 100% can in the motel still. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah,
There
and
were
like I said,
still-
the AI in the motel are juicy. So I mean, they all have like tier
Nice.
tier 4 stuff typically, and there's a new boss which will spawn there too.
Oh, I killed the boss. Yeah, I killed the new boss in solo mode. He was, I can't remember the name of the POI. He was in one of the outer POIs.
Oh, really? Okay, nice.
Yeah, he was in it's called something camping, and it's like a resort area with a rock climbing wall inside the building. The building is super cool.
Oh, yeah. I know where you're talking about. Yep.
That's where the boss was.
Spiral staircase. Yeah.
Yep. And I spawned and I ran over there. I was like, I might be able to meet somebody here. And I saw him and his homies, and they all had the huge backpacks on and stuff. And I was like, dude, did I accidentally just go in regular? Like these guys look juicy. This looks like a 4-stack. And then I'm like, well, we're here. I'll just send it. And I went up there, and it happened to be the new boss, and he had his like little cape on and all that. Like he looks kind of funny. But I got his
Which
gold
one was
ring.
it? Fred?
Fred, yep.
Yeah.
Guys, I killed Fred.
He killed Fred.
Fred's down.
Monster.
Got him out. So yeah, that was cool. I'm excited to get back on it tonight. I get some games in and pushing the hotel. I'm probably gonna lose a bunch of rubles. They said in the creator Discord, I think they said they were gonna send us like 3 million Coin a day to keep playing, and I'm like, dude, I need my stimulus check, man. Like I lost some money. I had to give me the stimmy.
That's what I was doing last time, was just logging in daily, getting the free million, and I would just go in juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Just you might as well, right? I mean, it doesn't matter, and they're giving you free stuff, so you might as well just go juiced.
Yeah, I think tonight I'm just gonna run. I ran that H31 just because I picked it up and it was working for me, and I ran an M4 because I picked it up. I think I'm gonna sell everything and just keep running the new stuff. I want to play
That's
with
what
the
I
new.
did. Yeah, I was just running MCX and the AK-12 pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, I think I'll just alternate between the AK-12 and MCX, and I'll get deleted by H416s all day. But
But I mean, it's fun though because you know you're gonna learn the map, and then the good thing is when everybody plays it, the map's not gonna be as sweaty. Obviously, hotel itself will still be like a intense POI, but you're not gonna have the chatted streamers only pushing that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You'll have regular
Mm-hmm.
players. So.
yeah, I need some Steam noobs, man. I need this to come out on Steam. I need some fresh Timmies
Yeah, right.
to be out here because this one
Hopefully next season we'll see.
one's wild. Yeah, it needs to come.
But
What are
it's a great map. Good stuff.
What are you guys' thoughts? I don't know if we touched on it a little bit last week about a hideout coming. I'm like not excited.
I think there needs to be some kind of you know, it's funny 'cause I was just talking about this in the Q&A of like, is the hideout going to be customizable? And I was saying that it's nice to have like a home base to always come back to that's like yours. You
Right.
know, like
Yep.
when you had the Tarkov hideout and whatnot, it was cool when you saw the progression of not just like your gear, but like your play style, especially like if you were getting more chatted up, you would start getting, you know, those graphics cards and your Bitcoin mining stuff would get, and then you get the range and your bed becomes this little like, you know, it just becomes more, it's really, it's also something, it's more something to work towards too. It gives you another reason to log back in other than just to get loot and kill people, because that can be kind of taxing on players of just like it's the same thing over and over again. So, you know, it doesn't hurt the game. I will say it might cause, I would think, some issues in like certain loot areas, you know, when there's specific, you know, if you need a specific part and you know where it's going to be at every single time you go into a raid, you know where to go to meet players and stuff like that. So people could camp those sections as well too, but I think that's like the worst of it from that situation.
Yeah. I couldn't disagree with you more. I'm just a guy.
Well,
I'm
here's
just,
the thing. The one thing I want, if it's possible, to be optional, because I don't
Yeah.
want someone who's grinding out their hideout to start getting benefits and, you know, like advantages over someone who just doesn't care about that and wants to just
Yeah.
focus on, you know, playing the game.
Yeah, I
So
could
if they
get
could do that, that's cool. But I don't but then you go like, why would you even have a hideout in the first place if it
Yeah,
doesn't benefit the player
I
at
think
all?
maybe I'm cool with it with like crafting because I'm someone that I just
I
like to
like
fight,
crafting.
and it's like,
I like crafting.
and I'm like, man, I just lost that gunfight. I got to get my hideout better, dude. Like that's not like
Yeah.
I just don't care about it, man. I just want to do
It
raids
is nice.
and fight
It's
people,
nice
but
to be able to like craft stuff, you know, if you know, if you want, if you, especially if you just don't have the time to maybe, well, actually, it's actually more time to craft it most likely than to
yeah,
just
and
go
I
and
think
grab a gun.
like going by exactly what you're talking about is a good balance because I did hate in Tarkov. It's like, dude, you have to level up the hideout. Even if you want
Yeah,
a
yeah.
shooting range, like you have to level up your hideout to get a shooting range. You get all these
Mm-hmm.
buffs to like your healing and your stamina and all that stuff if
Yeah,
you
you
build up
get
your
the
hideout.
scavs to get loot for you while you're
Yeah, all
offline.
that
So
stuff. And I was
yeah.
like, dude, I don't care about the hideout. I just want to go fight people. So that's yeah, and I like what you, and I think crafting fits okay in that because if someone doesn't want to craft, you can just buy the stuff outright. But if you want to craft, you get it a little bit cheaper, but you have to wait for it is like the trade-off. So I think it doesn't
Yeah.
hurt either party. Like I like that. If it's like something you can level up to craft, but like your payment, you get it cheaper, but you pay with time. You got to wait for it to complete and stuff like that. So
Also,
that
it's a good thing to like, for content creators and streamers. If you're just like after a raid, you go to your hideout. You know, you can be chilling in there talking, testing out weapons. You can, you know, kind of use it to your creative advantage, stuff like that, showcasing weapons and stuff like that. You know.
I really don't think it'll be. I don't think it'll copy Tarkov. I mean, it can't because there's no
You don't think
soft
it's gonna
skill.
be like a physical hideout you can
No,
walk
I mean,
around in?
that. I just mean the functionality of it. It's not going to copy
Oh
Tarkov because
yeah.
it's not
No.
gonna have to do the shooting range. Everybody gets that. It's not going to be the soft skills in the region because now in this one that automatically happens for you instantly when you go back to the thing. You don't have to reheal your body. So
I
a
think
lot
it's
of
just
that
way.
stuff.
I think it's way more for players to, like you said earlier, to now you don't want to spend coin, you know, if you don't want to spend in-game money, so it could be just that.
If it can't, and if it copies anything, I bet it's closest to Delta Force.
Yeah, Delta Force, or there is another free to play extraction shooter I'm trying to think of, but it was just basically like it acted like a main menu, but in a physical form. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm curious if there's even like proper customization for it down the line, and you know, I'm sure that could be another way for monetization of like buying little trinkets and decorations for your hideout. You know, that could be a
Because they
thing as
did
well too.
say in like Delta Force they were gonna make it to where there was like a lot of that like
Yeah, and
you
Delta
can
Force
really
just has it where you
customize
just
it.
yeah, right now it's like you just unlock the area and then it's there. Like you can already see it, but you just can't access it until you
Yeah.
unlock it, and it just removes the door. That's it, pretty much, or opens the
Yeah.
door.
So I guess it'll be all right. It'll be interesting. It'll be
It's
something to
not
work
gonna
on, I
be
guess.
game breaking, Crash. You're
I just
fine.
don't want to
Okay.
have to deal with it. Like I just
Yeah, yeah.
I have
If
a
it okay,
feeling
well,
they'll
if it
do
turns
something
that way, then what
different.
are you guys gonna do?
if
You know,
what?
if it does end up being more like Tarkov, then what are you gonna do? You know, like are you
I
just
don't
gonna
think
be
they're
like,
going
I
to.
gotta
Their whole thing is making it like a
Uninstall.
more casual thing. So
uninstall?
I think it's if anything, it's just going to be
Straight
an
uninstall.
area to chill, like you said, Blue, because
Yeah, I think so too.
their approach to team deathmatch and team elimination, everything was so different.
True,
I
true.
don't, I would not expect them to do anything
Take the
like
hideout from
what
Tarkov, make it
Tarkov's
more
doing.
casual. Boom, you got it pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah. There's not going to be like you have to unlock all this and that. I doubt.
There's no customizable hideout in the mobile version right now, is there?
Great question.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a
Maybe we can
great
get some
question. Are there any mobileers?
mobile ears in chat.
Mobileros?
I think we might have some. We'll
I
keep
don't
an eye.
know.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Mobileros.
Um yeah. I don't know. Other than that, I'm really liking it a lot. Dang it, dude. I'm liking it a ton. And then yeah, like PJ said in chat, there is a new elbow peak thing where they change like the right peaks to not be as strong, and a lot of people says it broke it. I just don't know if I'm good enough to notice that yet.
There's also the pistol quick draw too. If you have a pistol in your weapon, you'll shoulder your weapon and quick draw your pistol. So
I saw that in the trailer. I haven't enacted it yet.
yeah, you can do it
So
in the shooting range. You just got to have your pistol equipped, and then
and so like you have to, does it auto do it, or do you have to like select your pistol and then it'll do it? Like probably that, right? You
so
select your
yeah, you just hit your
three key.
like you're changing buttons. So 3, and then it'll do it, and then you can easily switch back to your primary just by
But it's
hitting
like
1.
it's like fast.
Yeah, like it wasn't COD, right? When you had that one perk.
Yeah.
So you'll have your weapon shouldered and then you hit it and you just basically bring your weapon across your chest and quick draw your pistol. So
Nice.
it's really
Yeah.
neat. Yeah. I mean, like you said, I think they added 3 pistols, so it makes pistols more viable, especially in close quarters, situations too. So like the footage you're seeing on your screen, right? You're kind of in like there's some hallways there, some CQ environments. Like if you think of like a Glock 18 or something, clearing some of those bedrooms and motel, right?
The
Like,
smaller rooms, yeah.
yeah, it makes it actually useful.
I think it'd also be really nice for scavs if you think about it to pull those out and save your
Yep.
expensive ammo. Like that's
Yep.
huge.
I was doing that. Yeah, definitely.
They do have they got a Glock 18C that runs fun mode. You can put a 50 round mag on it. Also, huge news for fans of my stream. There is a 50-round drum mag for the Uzi. So we can definitely do some oozing.
Yeah, your favorite gun.
It probably made the most money with that gun. I know for a fact I have a 2.8 and a 2.7 million dollar raid with
That's pretty good.
with using the Uzi and just deleted tier 6 people.
That's crazy.
And it's so funny because I love the thought in my head of them watching their kill cam and they're like, I just died to a 40,000 cone Uzi.
So pissed.
You'd have to be so mad, dude.
He's got an Uzi. What?
I did get kind of like stream sniped the other night. That was cool.
Nice.
I killed a guy and I don't even have like TTV or anything in my name, and he came into my chat, started talking smack, and then giving his teammates call outs where I was.
What a bitch.
That was pretty cool.
Come at us again.
It was pretty cool. But even though he was stream sniping, I did kill one other of his boys, so I got 2 of the 3.
Man, that's embarrassing.
It was pretty funny. Yeah. I don't want to get banned or messed up on YouTube, but his name was never mind.
Something racist or dumb.
I made it dumb, and it was pretty funny because he was getting really mad. He called me like old and stuff, and it was funny. It was like, yeah, I don't.
And I just killed you.
What's your credit score?
Like whatever you say to me, dude.
Imagine like dying to somebody and then you're making fun of them, and it's like, okay, like, so even if what you're saying is true, you just got killed by it. Wait.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. His name was Goner Boy, and I called him Boner Boy because he had a capital G, and then he was getting mad, and then he called me old and said I was ratting, and it was great. It was a great fun.
Hey, he probably had one watching you, just like all of us, Crash. So
yeah, I think so. I think that's it.
Imagine if you had the foot cam active. Holy crap, dude!
That might be the play. I'd get banned on TikTok, dude. I sneeze and get banned on TikTok, man.
That's funny.
It's wild over there.
Wasn't there like straight up porn on all over TikTok for a while, and now you're getting banned for anything?
Feels like it. Yeah, there's some nasty stuff on there on your page sometimes. I don't really spend any time consuming content on there.
If you swear though, you get banned.
Well, look, it might get banned here again soon, so we'll see.
TikTok,
unless Amazon buys it. I think Amazon's the one.
That'll be about right, because when I got my second PC, that's one of the things I really wanted to try, is like put some effort into my TikTok stream. So like I made a really cool overlay, all those animations, alerts, so like, and the combined chat on the bottom of the screens on TikTok too. And anytime someone subs on Twitch, it shows TikTok, vice versa. It shows, like, it's all really cool, like how I got it together. And then I have a scene when I go back to the stash, it like zooms it out. So you can see, when you're vertical, you can see the whole stash, and it's got a spot for chat. And then when I go back into the game, like it zooms in full screen. So it's like really cool. And like within a month, I've almost got 1,000 followers on TikTok. My first month was really cool.
It doesn't sound like a good thing. I don't know why. I hate TikTok. I am not a fan of TikTok.
No, but I have been very pleasantly surprised with the audience that I found there.
I will say,
some really good
I've
people.
seen you talking to chat, and I've seen it like on the bottom of the screen when I'm like watching on like Twitch, something like that, and it's pretty chill people.
It's like legit people, yeah. Like it's been. I was scared.
Bots, exactly. So it's good to see.
For the first few streams, for that reason, I had chat to where it was only Twitch chat on TikTok. Like the Twitch people could not see what the TikTok people were saying, just in case, because I thought it'd be like unhinged, like brain rot. So no offense, TikTok people. But yeah, it's been cool.
The offense, I'm sorry.
There's been a fair amount of people from TikTok come over and follow and now watch on Twitch. So I mean, it's kind of doing its thing. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I feel like TikTok's for. It's just funneling people to your other.
You just get a bunch of people to come through, and like a small percentage of them will stick around. Like but it's a way to get out there. But it's been cool. Yeah. Yeah, that was the credit score one. That's a huge that was a big in Search and Destroy. That was one we always pulled out on them.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it. I always get reminded of that. You doing that.
You get a
score?
Get a squeaker that's just yapping. And you're like, hey, dude, what's your credit score? And they're like, I'm like, oh man, enjoy renting the rest of your life, dude. Enjoy that apartment.
Enjoy that studio apartment. I'm sorry for
man.
anyone in the studio right now.
Yeah, I know this apartments are chill, but I was just like,
Sorry, we
gross with
understand the
somebody.
economy. We're just making fun. All right, relax.
Times are
It's a
tough. Money's
game.
hard to come by. I didn't mean anything by it.
And we're canceled.
I just want the younger generation to be more conscious of their finances. All right, that's all I'm saying. Just
one
trying to
gamer
spread
at a time.
I'm trying to spread
one lobby at a
awareness,
time.
man. I'm trying to spread awareness, dude. Just dang it, man. They don't teach enough finance in our school system.
They
Facts.
really don't. They
That's what I'm
really
saying.
don't.
But yeah, so we can move on. Yeah, I guess we need to. This always happens. Like we don't have enough stuff to talk about, and then it's like it's almost.
And then it just yep.
Let's talk a little bit about Road to Vostok. Oh, I'll be live tonight too if anybody's interested. Twitch.tv/Crash8, and hopefully get some games in with Buff soon.
This weekend, man, I go to bed. You start streaming and I'm in bed. I'm like, jeez.
I'll be honest. I've been going to sleep a lot earlier now too, and it's nice. But come on, Crash, help us out, dude.
Tell that to my son. He needs to go to bed earlier than like I start streaming when he goes to bed. You guys have the bedtime of my 2-year-old, so which I guess is.
And I sleep great.
So. You know what? I'm a little jealous. I take a night off from streaming once in a while. Dude, it feels so good to go to bed. I just to go lay there. Oh my god.
Yep.
It does feel amazing. Not gonna lie to you. Blue. Gonna need some deets on Road to Vostok.
You know what? It's been a while since we talked about it, which is nice because there's like a lot more to cover. I don't think we're gonna have enough time to go into detail of everything, but just to kind of go over like all the stuff that he showcased so far of like there's like dynamic events now that are coming to the game. So like I feel like I'm gonna sneeze and it's like on the verge and it's
look at the light.
Okay.
Look up at your light. So my wife says
is it working?
Dude. I don't know what it does.
I don't. there's always so many of those.
Is
things.
it supposed to make it go away or make you sneeze?
I don't know. Or someone stares at you.
Make you sneeze. I think.
If you look at the light,
look at the light. It's supposed to make you sneeze. See, we got it backwards.
Just to get it out.
We don't even know what we're talking about.
Not a doctor. This advice is not FDA approved. It's not intended to diagnose, prevent, or cure any
Sponsored
disease.
by Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, jeez. Don't say that. RFK is going to be up in here.
Listen here. All right.
Oh, no, you can't. No, you're making fun of apartment people. Now you're making fun of people with whatever that is. Spasmodic dysphonia.
He's the only one in the world that sounds like that. Okay. The only one. I'm sorry.
There's other people that are spasmodium.
Things that are coming to Road to Vostok. Dynamic events such as jet and heli flyovers. Yeah. That's Crash sites where Crash will be.
I'll be there. I'm in game.
I'll be there. Airdrops, ground stashes, a bandit van, which if you go and check out their social media on Twitter or X, I'm sorry, someone in chat yelled at me on X. It's kind of cool because he posted like some of the sound design behind the bandit van coming in and dropping off a boss, and it's like hard bass, Russian music, just and then he opens the door awesome. And then the music comes out and then he steps out and then it drives away, just blasting music. There's a new BTR patrol, so I will be patrolling as well. No, I'm just kidding. There's a BTR vehicle that actually like goes around and surveys the map, the weapon works, the like everything about it. I don't know if anyone like hops out of the BTR because that's what it's for. It's supposed to be a transport vehicle, but from what we can tell just on X, it has a turret scan function, it has normal drive and patrol, it has a fast drive and evade, it can attack and suppressive fire, it can go off-road and deploy a smoke shield. So this is, I don't know what you're gonna do in a single player extraction game mode where you just have like an AK and then a BTR starts suppressing fire and deploying smoke. So, while a bandit van playing hard bass comes up from behind, drops off a boss behind you, it'd be hilarious. While
what kind of place is this?
Over. Yeah, is this Finland? So we got that coming in, and then we got a new trader as well too called Gunsmith, and I like his like story. So he was forced to retire early from the army after making illegal modifications to conscript weapons. And he was also linked to a suspicious case where a bunch of firearms went missing after a military training exercise. Oh my gosh. This guy is awesome. This guy is so cool. And he's rocking, I don't even know what gun. I think that's a PP. That's a PP something. I don't know if you might know about that one.
Got his PP?
Buff. It's like it's PP 43 or I don't know. It's definitely one of the like the
Vitia?
SMGs.
It's not the Vitias or the
PPS.
Bizon, is it? Oh, the
No, it's not a
PPS?
PPS. No, that's not a PPS either. No, because it's got a drum mag. Is it a PPSH?
I'd have to see it. PPSH has drum mag. That's
It
World
does
War
have a
II,
drum
though.
mag, but the backside of it is a bit interesting. It's not a PPSH 41. 43. No, it's not a
44
43.
maybe?
Wait, hold on. There it is. It is a it's in Russian. I can't read this. Okay.
Google Translate.
Great.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's one of the it's from 1940. So it's the one before the PPSH 41. So it's the PPSH 40. Is that what that is then? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll just I think we'll just say that. That sounds great. That sounds good. Yeah.
I like it.
It is the
All right.
PPSH 40. Okay, I got it right. Yep.
Nailed it.
Or the PPD 40. See, I got it wrong again. It's the predecessor. Jeez. I will.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Look, guys, I'm like scouring through Russian websites right now, and I'm probably getting looked at by the FBI right now.
It's
So
not
just
ideal. That is not
relax.
ideal. But we and
Well,
the
nice knowing you,
audience,
Blue.
we appreciate
Yep.
your sacrifice. Thank you.
just to know. But yeah, so that's so he's coming, which is kind of cool to get more traders anyways, because I know we need some of that as well. There's also a flare gun, I guess, or like a single shot revolver coming. Don't know what that's about. It's like it looks like, or maybe it's a revolver shotgun. Like it's literally, it looks like a flare gun, but it's a break action revolver, and it's got just one tube, one barrel. That's it. So I'm thinking it's a flare gun, but it would be hilarious if it is some sort of like a single shot shotgun or
Like a
pistol
4
revolver
gauge,
thing.
like a
Yeah,
giant.
it'd just be hilarious to see. But I think it's a flare gun. So
I've
yeah.
actually shot a 4 gauge, a 4 bore.
Stop saying
like-
PP. Thanks, Chris.
I'm just trying to help. A little show note for you from the production team. So like with shotguns, the lower the gauge, the bigger the gun, right? So
Yeah.
most have a 12 gauge. I have a couple 10 gauges. There's 8, 6s, and 4s. So
you shot a 4 gauge like pistol?
no, like a break open shotgun, like
Yeah,
a
I've seen
single
those,
shot.
yep.
A
Is that like
single
one of those
shot
like
long
elephant
gun.
gun type stuff, or like?
Yeah, this had shot in it. This had
Damn.
lead shot in it.
Whew.
I wonder what the diameter is, like in like inches or something.
That's like screw the cover behind you, your neighbor's car, so on and so forth. But anyways, yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming to Vostok. I know it's still just a game that is just always in progress. So and also like you can like now inspect the weapon chamber and the weapon magazine, and he went on Twitter and asked a question like, do you guys want to manually chamber the round as well too in this game, or do you just want him to just send the bolt forward, because I know in the bolt action in Road to Vostok, you actually have to do all the actions of racking the bolt back and forth. So it might be interesting. I mean, it's a single player game, so you don't have to worry too much about PvP.
Right. Yeah.
So for immersion's sake, it's cool. But I can just imagine me just like, oh crap, take out my gun, click. Oh, I forgot to press the charging hand or the bolt face and get shot. So I don't know. That could be a thing. But
nice.
yeah, no, that's relatively quick. I mean, he's going all around just upgrading all the nature, and I mean again, this is also like from back when he switched engines to where it is now. I mean, it's a lot of progress has been made. So
Yep. And I will say, for those of you who have come to the podcast in the last since oh my god, since December of 2022. So if you joined us in the last 3 years or something, been that long. We did interview Auntie, who is the developer, in episode 49. We're on episode 164. It might be time to have him back on the show.
I think
But
so too. See what's going on.
yeah, he was on episode 49, and you can get a really good rundown of like his goals and what he's doing with this game and how he's getting it done. And like he's still even from back then, he's like sticking dead nuts or ahead of schedule from his roadmap, and he's just cranking it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. He's always,
impressive.
at least he's never behind schedule. He's always on schedule or adding more than was originally planned. So
Yep.
pretty
So,
cool.
and
Also,
he-
artillery strikes and airstrikes are coming to the game. So I don't know how that's gonna work out, but
Dude, episode 49. Man, we've been doing this for a minute, dude.
A while.
I wonder. I guess you guys came on a little bit later. I'm trying to look. When was the first episode of this show? I'm scrolling down on
jeez.
Spotify, dude. The
Sometime
first one I have on
22, right?
Spotify is episode 7, March 6th of 2022.
Nice.
Episode 7. Heck yeah, man. Wow.
Let's
Just
go.
sometimes you just turn around and look back and realize how long it's been. It's kind of crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, I wonder when, I can't remember on his you'd think this would be important to know, is like when it's actually going to be releasing. That's next year.
It's on his roadmap for
Yeah,
sure.
I need to find it.
I'd have to go through and find it again. It's been a while, so
It'd be cool to have him on.
yeah, we could definitely hit him up for sure. I know every now and then he'll hop in and say hi. So
Yeah, he's been in the audience a few times. The next thing is, yeah, you can check this out on the roadtovostok.com/roadmap. He's on to Q2 2025, adding dynamic events, voice acting, AI upgrades, fishing, and then new maps, extras, new items, and new traders. Release
That's
candidate
crazy.
1. It's all TBA. But it's like, so between the stuff he's doing in Q2, then you have new maps, and he lists them: Swamp School, Outpost Farm, Island, Waterway, Apartments, Terminal, Sanatorium, Radar. And then extras, he's adding Winter Mode, Malfunctions, the Shelter Cat, and Prone. You get a pet in your shelter. New items, 200 unique. Yeah, 200 unique items, 20 animated weapons, 20 crafting recipes. New traders, Fisherman, Gunsmith, and Grandma. And then that's then release candidate 1, playtest group 1 in Finland, playtest event in Finland, and then release candidate 2, playtest group 2, playtest event 3, and then Steam early access. So it's like, dude, not crazily far away.
Yeah, that's a really impressive. I'm excited.
Pretty sweet. So yeah. Oh yeah, I pulled up. I'll just make it look weird, but I think I had, yeah, here's a picture of one of the gunsmith trader. He looks like one of the hundreds of old duck hunters like I've hunted with
Yeah,
before.
he does.
He looks like a typical old man that loves firearms. So nailed it with that. And then yeah, the BTR with the turret scan. Jeez, dude. Oh, shield. I want to drive that thing.
That's cool.
It'd be cool to like hijack it.
Is that me? That's me in like what? I mean, this guy's clearly older than me. This is me in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just burned myself so chat wouldn't have to, because I know they're trying to fit in an old joke somewhere, so I just did it for them.
Oh, he does look like the Bond villain. Yeah.
We should really quickly, I guess, we're running out of time. We should talk about the Grayzone weapons and stuff.
You could just knock out that list real quick.
There is a SIG MCX 300 blackout, MP7. This is all stuff coming to Grayzone. SVD Dragonov, the Beretta M9A1, and new variants of existing weapons, the Colt 1911 Commander, new variant of the Mosin Nagant, the carbine version with a straight bolt handle, and they're going to keep adding weapons over time, but that's what they're working on now. And then they're expanding the ammunition pool with 2 new calibers, 300 Blackout, and then the 4.6x30 for the MP7. And some new
Blackout.
yeah, dude, some more ballistics improvements, projectile stability, and the tumbling effect that they're going to be refining. So I hope it just makes the game feel better, man. Died just some weird stuff with
Don't you
their
have a dirty
simulation.
blackout weapon?
Me?
I thought you did.
No, I have a 458 SOCOM, the big dog. I got my friend.
No.
My friend is really big into 300 Blackout. He loves them. He's got several of them.
Damn.
They work really good in suppressed and a bolty. Like they're really accurate and really quiet, and it's a pretty cool caliber for that.
Yeah, subsonic for sure would be nice to have indoors for sure as well.
Yep. New parts. So 80 new weapon parts, mounts, receivers, foregrips, barrels, iron sights, and more. So that's cool. New parts to keep. It's like, I mean, when you can get more parts to put on guns, it's like how Sonic is with drinks. You know, like Sonic's like, we have 8 billion drinks. Well, that's how games work too. See, or something else. Expanding options, compact red dots, aim point, acro P2, micro H2, along with 4 new scopes of Vortex, Spitfire, HD Gen 2 5X. So that's pretty good. The Caps Classic 4x36, offering a clean 4x zoom with silent PSO1 junk and NPZ PSO. So new scopes. And then they talked about the tracking tag. We talked about that in a previous episode. They went into a little bit how those are going to work. And then quality of life stuff. I think so. We've heard that. New armor looks awesome. There's going to be a bigger carrier, like a plate 6 carrier. Expansion of protection options. You'll be able to equip yourself with new ballistic vests and armor plate carriers, offered increased ballistic resistance in frontline engagements. The plate 6 plate carrier, the Phantom Type 2, provides solid and front back protection while maintaining more balance. But anyway, this stuff looks cool. There's also the Skull Crusher. So it's like a lightweight harness that you can put on your head if you want to put like nods or lights on your head. You can do that without the weight of the helmet if you want like a lighter weight option, but still like wear nods. But you leave your soft melon out there to be one tap. So
risk reward.
So yep, that's what's all being there. So more stuff with that's hopefully coming in like a month. What else did I have on here? Oh, the 83 game, but it's technically a
quick shot.
83 the game showed some stuff. right
Just a weapon.
AK-74 with a grenade launcher on it. I wonder what this game's even gonna be.
GP25. I mean, if it's anything like Rising Storm, you know, Vietnam and Rising Storm 2 and stuff like that, it's gonna be such a cool, fun hardcore arcade shooter. That's really the thing. It's a arcade shooter with hardcore time to kill. everything in there wants to kill you, dude. So it becomes meme central for sure. It's always fun watching your friend blow up and his body turn into multiple bits and fly past your head. So, you know, at least, especially in the Vietnam one, when you can place, you know, spike traps and stuff like that. And yeah, it gets pretty gruesome sometimes, and flamethrowers and stuff. So I can only imagine. I think there's vehicles too in 83. So
dang.
Yeah.
All right then.
And it's back. At least it's back from the dead.
Yeah. We always need more games, not less. So that's good. Is that a show?
I think that's it, man.
So.
Yeah, nothing on Battlefield enough yet. That's for sure. Trust me. If there was more, the whole show would have been Battlefield.
You just talking about Battlefield. Interestingly enough, my procedure is a week from today. My heart procedure.
Yeah, dude. I know we gotta figure what we're gonna do. So, you guys out there, just know next week's
a little sketchy.
Might not be here. Well, you know, depending on if Crash gets a new, you know, bionic heart That'd be dope. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. So yeah, it's a week out, man. I guess just stay tuned to everyone's socials, and we'll let y'all know. I'm not. Yeah, I got to go into the hospital on Thursday. If it's like so if you don't know, I'm getting an atrial ablation, so it's not a huge deal. But anytime they're messing with their heart, it's kind of weird to me. But there's sometimes if it's like a pretty straightforward routine one, they'll send you home that day. If they have to do like a lot of work in there, then sometimes they keep you overnight. So I don't know. Don't know when I'll
What
be
do they
back.
do with that, Crash? They shock your heart back into rhythm, right? Is that how they do it?
No,
Or is
no,
it
I'm
different
I'm
now?
in
No,
I'm in
they're
rhythm now.
that.
I'm in rhythm
Right.
now. I'm on some drugs and stuff, but essentially like your atrium, the chamber on top of your heart,
Yeah.
it has like a webbing of like nerves that
Mhm.
kind of beat and make it contract correctly. Well, what can happen is those electrical signals on those nerves can like jump paths and like essentially short out. And that's
Right.
like what was happening. The electricity was like taking the wrong path and my heart beats out of rhythm. So what they do is they're going in my leg in a vein, not
Mhm.
that vein. They're going in the vein and up to my heart with a catheter. And then it's crazy, man. They go into your atrium through a vein in your leg. And then it scans your atrium and does an electrical map of your atrium. And they find where that's jumping and those wires are getting across essentially. And this uses like an electrical arc to kill the cells in those areas and make a scar tissue that insulates it and keeps that from
Wow.
happening anymore. Yeah. So they're
That's
like,
crazy.
they're going to be scarring the inside of my heart with a catheter.
Jeez, that's really
Um,
impressive.
And then they're gonna add like RGB lighting inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're probably,
Crash is gonna glow in the dark.
I might add some RGB. They should
Put
give
an
me
Iron
some,
Man heart in there.
they should give me some extra stuff, maybe like widen out some of those vessels for increased blood flow and stuff, so I just don't have to do cardio anymore. I'm just always in good shape.
There's
That'd
just
be-
always just inhaling so much oxygen. Iron
So,
Crash, exactly.
yeah. No, it's gonna be interesting, man. So I think from everything I've read, from what the doctor have said, everything I've looked at, it's like a really pretty routine procedure. In talking about it, I've actually come across several people in my life who have either had it or relatives that have had it. And everything came out pretty good. It's not like an intrusive open heart, crack it open. They're not putting a
Right.
stent in there or anything. So
Yeah.
it's a pretty straightforward procedure from what I'm reading. And everyone I've talked to has like really, really good luck with it. Sometimes they just don't have AFib anymore. So that'll be amazing. Because right now I'm keeping my heart in rhythm with some medicines that I don't agree with me, man. And I get really bad side effects from them. So it's been a rough couple months waiting on this procedure, but ready to get it over with, dude, and be on the other side of it. So there's a shot. I don't know if you guys are around, but maybe either next Friday or I don't know if we.
I'll be around. What do I got next Friday? Next Friday, I actually have the day off from work next Friday for the Easter weekend. Then we got WrestleMania weekend next week, boys. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, have the little glowing Iron Man thing in the middle of my chest or whatever.
Yeah, do that.
Be sweet.
Tell
I
them.
could use that.
Tell them. Be like, yo, put some Iron Man stuff in there when you're there.
Right then. So yeah, next week's up in the air, and then I think the week after that we were gonna have IMO on Owen, who's the one of the content creators for Arena Breakout. We're gonna talk about season 2 with him, and I kind of wanted to pick his brain about content creation in general and just have a general gaming discussion with him, and I think it'll be a good show. He was going to come on this week, but it kind of run across his content creation for season 2. So I think and I didn't feel comfortable scheduling him the week of my heart procedure. So I'm thinking the week after my heart procedure, we'll probably have IMO on and talk about Arena Breakout. That'll be cool because it'll be kind of in between the play test and the lead up to season 2. So we can talk about ABI.
That'll be good.
And I think it'll be cool. We can. He seems like a really cool dude. So I think we can talk about other games and stuff too. It'll be a good time. Looking forward to chat with him.
Definitely. I like
About
watching it.
So, all right, man. I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know if I'll see you next week or not, but we'll keep our ear to the ground and let you guys know what's up. And thanks for everything, guys. I appreciate it. We'll see you.
See you guys. Peace. Have a good weekend.
Later, guys.